Hi lovelies. So as you can already see that this energy today is of a person, okay, whose energy is something that barge into this reading. I was shuffling the cards and one after another this card just popped out and yeah, from what I can see from this and what spirit wants to me to convey here is that they didn't want you to know. This person doesn't want you to know how much they're watching you, how much they're involved with you. And literally I started to smile when I saw this energy is coming up, because see, this energy is something that's telling me that this person feels like someone who pretends everything is fine, everything is okay with them, okay, but their soul is panicking behind the scenes. Yes, as you can see that there are obsessed energy here, okay, extreme obsession I'm getting here. It's slow burn, okay. Okay, it's jealousy, there is jealousy, there is obsession. And then this didn't start recently, it's not a recent energy. No one can just go obsess over someone, okay, within a short period of time. This person has started watching you the moment you detached, okay, and either you stopped replying to this person or chasing or engaging with them, or simply removed emotional access to them, and suddenly your absence became louder than your presence ever was. Your presence ever was. That's when their stalking begins. That's when their stalking, yeah, began. And yeah, I'm seeing them checking these particular things, okay. I'm seeing them checking when you last posted, if someone comments too often, your likes, who you follow, who follows you back, if you change your bio or username, if you have if you were active at night or not, okay. They're trying to monitor you in a way. For some of you, they rewrote messages and never send them. They tried to contact you. They tried to even dial your number. They tried to send the message that have wrote, but they drafted it or they deleted it. Yeah, they literally maybe had typed delete. Yeah, delete. They feel stupid every time. That how much you are feeling their hunger, you have no idea. They just can't help themselves but to obsess over you. Okay, there is no control over their own emotions now. Okay, this person had belief systems, might be like, I have time, I will contact them, or they will come to me. Or literally, you have done this before, that you might have always reach out to them, always try to fix things, okay, and they might have got this idea, okay, that you won't go anywhere, and actually you were emotionally attached to them. But spirit says here a truth, that you didn't did it within a day, but you shifted your frequency. See, it's not that your love has run out, but you just stopped chasing anymore. You just stopped begging anymore. You just stopped asking anymore. These were the changes you might have bought. Okay? You became emotionally unavailable to their bare minimum, and that's when everything changed, and that's what really hit them harder. Okay? That's why I see they are watching without reaching. They're slowly burning inside of them. Okay, and the dark obsession is becoming very powerful. Okay, this person might already have these traits, already have this type of behavior, but it was not clearly seen, or they never exposed it because you were always there. You were always beside them, so there was no need for them to just show off, show up like this. um, but there is something that has been going on. Okay, there is something that has been going on, that they have been thinking. Rather than reach out to you or trying to talk things out with you, they are doing something else. Like, they're thinking that why aren't they approaching? Okay, because see, this person is nervous. This person shows that they are unbothered, they pretend that everything is fine, because see, they were also the one who avoided you. Things might have not gone this far if they have also come forward and tried to fix the things. See, things goes wrong between couples, between, in relationship, but it's not always a particular person's duty, not only one partner's duty to solve the things all the time. Okay, the other can also take the initiative to just, bridge the distance. That they didn't do it. They thought that you will reach out to them. You might have always done that. You were always like this, like always reach out to them. You were the first to try to fix things, bring out the conversation, no matter whether it is something that turns into argument, but you have always tried. Okay, this time things are different. You just totally cut off yourself from this person. Okay, and you have stopped replying, you have stopped answering their calls, and you totally detached yourself. Okay, and now they're stalking you because there is no room for them in your life. Even to enter your, realm, there is no way out for them. You have not left a single path for them to enter into your world. So they are someone who is just outside the barrier, and you have just, made a barrier around yourself, and you have just, posted, or you might have just, yeah, you might have pasted a, you can say, notice outside the barrier that they are not welcome. Okay, it's your energy, not literally, it's your energy telling them that you are not welcome, and that's why they're unable to just come closer to you. Okay, but they're not sure now what should they do, because you are someone, in their eyes, okay, who they cannot just let sleep. Okay, they cannot just live without you. This is truth, but their actions never spoke like that. Now they're not sure that if you were single, they're scared you moved on, and they don't want to confirm that fear by contacting you, by knowing that truth from your mouth. Right now, fantasy is less painful than what? Truth. That's why they would rather stalk silently than risk hearing something like, I'm with someone else now, from you. They have no idea what is going inside of them. They are very jealous, like they are in rage, this burning inside of them. You have always been in their eyes like this hot and sexy, okay? And they want you so bad. They totally want you so bad. Now their biggest fear is that you have changed. You have changed. Okay, you have changed, and yeah. And Spirit is actually telling me clearly here that their biggest fear is you being emotionally available to someone better. Not to them, but to someone else. Okay, and someone better in their mind means someone who gives you consistency, which they didn't give you, someone who respects your emotions, what they didn't did, someone who prioritizes you, doesn't breadcrumbs, okay, doesn't ghost you, and they know someone better exists. Their realization alone is eating them. hating them. Yeah, they're yearning for you, truly. They know that they weren't, okay? They weren't uh, good enough, good enough then. This realization is just making them feel hopeless. Spirit shows the reason they pulled away was never lack of feeling. They didn't know how to love from a place of presence. It sounds very funny, isn't it? That how can a person doesn't know how to how to love someone, specifically when you are with that person, when you are in a relationship with somebody, right? I'm saying they are going through this realization. They're understanding that what went wrong. This person is someone who wore a mask. Okay, they went through that facade. They didn't even bothered to that explain things to you, no matter how much they have felt, what type of feelings they had for you. Actually, this detachment has awakened them. Yeah. And what they're going now, they're sinking. They're sinking in these thoughts. They're in deep despair. Yeah, they're falling apart. For them, this phase of life is the most horrifying one. For them, vulnerability felt like weakness, and that's why they didn't show these feelings they had for you. For you, love felt like connection, and that different caused this distance. You were too sinking once. You were also in despair. You were also falling apart. But you were someone who is powerful enough, okay, to control it. But but issue is things never goes the way you think, does they? If they have been a little bit attentive towards you, things has never had turned this way, right? So now, you chose silence. You went frozen, not with yourself, not with your surroundings, but with them. You are using silence, no words, and your stone wall that you have created around you is blocking them. You know what the shocking turn is? This person got comfortable. They believe you would always be emotionally open to them. They were never thought that you will go silent. They believe you would always respond. They believe they could leave and return, pause and vanish. And they still be waiting. But when you withdrew, your silence got deeper than any argument ever could. You did not announce anything. As I said, you went frozen. You didn't use any words. Your silence got deeper than any argument ever could. You didn't announce anything. You just stopped giving access, and that was your power. And now what they're doing? As it, yeah, as as they are someone who has got awakened and started to realize what they have done wrong, then why you withdrawn? Why do you withdraw yourself from them? Now they could understand what they did wrong. The boundaries that you are putting around yourself is not to harm them or to do anything wrong. You are just doing it so that you can feel the peace of mind that was once lost. You are just drawing the line. You told them without saying a word that enough is enough. Enough is enough. But now they are just someone who is completely taken aback, truly. The clarity that they got has made them understand that if they had acted a little bit longer, if they had been a little bit more attentive, they would have never faced this abandonment. You would have never walked away. You would have never, cut off yourself from them or acted cold, because they are used to your warmth. They're used to your loving nature, giving nature, your kindness, your compassion, your warm hugs, your sweet voice, right? But they didn't knew that it may one day vanish if they take it for granted. Apology, yeah, I see apology. I can feel that they want to apologize for everything they did. They are in loss, they are in grief. Yes, this person is in depression right now. They are relying on their intuition. They're trying to connect themselves telepathically with you, because their inner knowing has given them the full view of the bigger picture. Okay, they're literally trying to decode what? They're looking for signs everywhere, everywhere. I must tell you that they are looking for signs everywhere, but there are no signs. They're hoping, they're expecting, they are manifesting, they're trying to keep the faith. They're asking questions. Are you still watching the stories? Did you react? Did you like something that relates to them? For some of you, they screenshot or save your pictures, they zoom into your face, they analyze your captions, they overthink a one-word post, even a one-word post. They are spiraling quietly. Okay? What they want from you is to return to them. They want to talk. They want to message you. They want to ask who you were seeing. Do you don't have any feelings left for them anymore? They're conflicted. They're at the breaking point. They're in their limits now. Okay, they are just hanging on to the final straw. This person is overwhelmed by your sudden disappearance from their life. But they stop themselves because they fear rejection. They want a soft landing, like might be a casual one where you don't feel offended, like, hey, how have you been, just checking on you, just saw something that reminded me of you. But what they really want to say is that please tell me that no one replaced me in your heart, that I am still in your heart, that you still love me, that I am still have that access to you, that I am still living inside you. This is what they want. And their breaking point is already close. I already told you. The Spirit has given this timeline from the moment you have seen this. Okay? See, this might be from 3 to 21 days. The next 21 days is going to be crucial, and it starts from day 3, from the moment you say this reading, because this reading is timeless. Okay, something is going to push them forward towards you. See, I already told you that they are at their limit and they are hanging on to their last straw. This person is overwhelmed. They're expecting, they're manifesting, they're trying to decode what's going on. Not because, okay, let me tell you that they will move forward towards you not because they are brave. Okay, not because that you can say that they know that you will give them a chance, but because the fear of losing you permanently forever is outweighing the fear of reaching out. See, I told you that they're thinking about you, they're missing you. craving, desiring you. Okay, their obsession, their jealousy, their feelings are overwhelmed here. Okay, and their stalking is actually reaching an extreme point. And this move will be something impulsive. It's an impulsive energy. It could become as a message at night, specifically the drunkard one. Okay, they might call you, might be non-stop at night. Okay, until and unless you get forced to pick up their call. Yes, it will be an accidental call, could be, or they will deliberately call you. Because see, while being sober, this person will unable to face you. Okay, they will, that's why I use this alternate method. Or they will try to come in front of you, which would feel like a sudden interaction, but it will be planned. They might comment you on your post. They will give a reaction to it, but remember that it won't be random, it will be strategic. What you don't see but they feel is that you have triggered transformation in this person. Okay, and your departure became their mirror. In that mirror, they saw emotional maturity, abandonment wounds, ego patterns, avoidance habits, and now they're watching you heal while they're still stuck. And that imbalance is hurting them. Okay, you carry a frequency of loyalty, depth, stability, and emotional truth. They didn't know how to receive that. But your absence showed them the value of emotional safety. You were you were the home energy. Okay, home energy. And they didn't know how rare that was until they walked out of it. And spirit says they're circling back. The energy already spoke so loudly here, right? This person doesn't want another version of you. They want the real you, the one that once cared for them. And they're hoping you left the space open for them. Okay, they're hoping. I already told you, they're expecting, they're hoping. They're trying to trust their intuition. They know that their intuition is telling them there would be no chance for them. But still, they are hanging there. But Spirit says something else. They must meet the version of you that exists now, not the past one. That past energy has changed. You were not the old version anymore. You don't need closure, they need courage, they need transformation, they need to go off that narcissistic, or you can say egoistic behavior, or you can say mindset. And when they finally show up, it will be obvious that they were watching you all this time. Okay, so my love, I'm going to end my reading here. And if this reading resonated with you, okay, then yes, this is something that you needed to know right now. That's why you stumbled upon this reading. It is timeless, so whenever you will come across this reading, I hope that it resonates with you and you feel the courage and hope and strength that you truly needed. Okay, I will return when energy shifts again. You are entering a season where truth surfaces, not in silence but in words. Till then, take care. Bye bye, and God bless you.